It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
So defensively here, you've got Matt Stafford at quarterback. Now, we know he's been in the league a long time, but still getting accustomed to playing in a Rams uniform. So what's your biggest key to stopping it?
Well, normally you would say with any quarterback, it's pressure. Number of hits on him in the pocket, keep knocking him to the ground. But Matthew Stafford is one of the toughest quarterbacks in the league. He just keeps picking himself up and firing downfield. To me, it's that coverage of receivers, and when they go to make a catch, make sure you have someone there trying to make a play on the football.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This returnable for Bird. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Off play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Buying time to his left.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll run with Montgomery. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal, Fields eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
And in 2020, this unit was again one of the best defenses in the NFL. They can bring a lot of heat with their pass rush. As a group, they finished with 53 sacks last season, second only to the Steelers' 56, and a lot of it was interior pressure.
Here's third and goal now from the 9. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Santos' kick is up and through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Makes the score Bears 10, Rams 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5.
Throwing is Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Rams, nothing.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers.
A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Rams were able to get back within a touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the
32. Fields now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Fields on first down.
He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we
try to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first.
Touchdown, Bears! Allen Robinson, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Stafford.
Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Santos with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Rams 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2 yards is the pickup, and that leads to a Los Angeles first down.
At the 48-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. The throw over the middle, taken in, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Here's Stafford. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
On first down, it's Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Fights through, and now a crease. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now.
Makes the score Bears 31, Rams 14.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Fields
gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Bears first down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
One play action. Fields
sliding out of the pocket. Man open is Robinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now Fields.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
The 7-yard line.
Off play action. Fields.
And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to hit Jameis Olawale, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
The quick slant caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Carlos Santos for the Bears field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 1st down, Stafford here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Gary Conley. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it. And
brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Chicago.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. To throw is Fields.
The screen pass here to Cullen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On second down now, it's Montgomery, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Caught by Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of a 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down.
3 at the Rams' 6-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and short.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now a toss running left, Akers.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Here's Fields.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Out of the gun, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Leonard Floyd able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw, Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Akers.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Akers again.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 10. Now it's Fields.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by David Long. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Eddie Goldman coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
21 yards there on 3rd down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock.
But that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's 3rd down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Bears, not much to complain about here. They come in and